turbo hybrid era of F1 car development. The biggest change being the engines, which were changed from 2.4 litre to 1.6 litre turbocharged V6 power units. Along with this came integrated complex digital systems such as ERS. For 2022, the FIA announced that the cars would now be rolling on 18-inch wheels, far larger than 13-inch wheels used prior. These larger tyres were designed to reduce overheating, improve grip and provide more aggressive racing. One of the longest broadcasted races was also one of the shortest. The 2021 Belgian Grand Prix lasted only 3 minutes and 27 seconds, the race being flagged due to wet weather conditions on lap 3. We might be used to blisteringly fast pit stops, some even approaching the sub-2 second mark, but what about the longest? Well, that would go to Valtteri Bottas, who had to retire after a seized wheel nut forced him to retire in the 2021 Monaco GP. The seized nut was removed 43 hours later, which officially makes it the longest pit stop turnaround in history. It's almost a given that the drivers on the grid today were kart racing as children, so they could enter the sport as much as possible. Still though, Michael Schumacher finished on the podium in every race he participated in, making it 100%. We might be used to blisteringly fast pit stops, some even approaching the sub 2 second mark, but what about the longest? Well, that would go to Valtteri Bottas, who had to retire after a seized wheel nut forced him to retire in the 2021 Monaco GP. The seized nut was removed 43 hours later, which officially makes it last pit stop.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Formula Worldwide Leagues presents Friday Night Lights. I am your affable host, DonutPuncher 272, joining you live, as always, late here on a Friday night on the East Coast. Ready to bring you some hot racing action from China. Now, we have some beef with China. Namely, we have some territorial issues in the form of Taiwan. We have a whole host of technological and security concerns. You got all sorts of hacking, all methods of hacking, and an AI race, a 5G race, and such. We got a trade war. Your president Donald Trump started a trade war, and your president Joe Biden has only escalated it. Now, we could talk about these important topics and more tonight because we are adults. We can agree and disagree and remain friends, and that's what I expect. Now, speaking of friends, I think it's time to bring in my good friend, co-commentator for this evening, and of course for every race of this season, MassiveNoogies. MassiveNoogies, are you there? And if you are, how the feck are you doing? Oh my. Well, don't be so hard on yourself, Massive. You were watching qualifying, I'm sure. Give us a short synopsis of what you expect to happen here based on what you saw in that hot quali session. It was a cracking effort from your boy, Logistical Nightmare, I agree. Absolutely. So you're expecting big things from him tonight? God damn it, Massive. I am seeing a podium as well. I was thinking about that last night. But right now, we are ready to start this race. We're going to be on board with Logistical Nightmare as he chases Sketchable into turn 1. 5 lights are on. 5 lights are off. LFG, here we go in China. Logistical Nightmare gets a decent start, but Sketchable gets one that's just a little bit better as they go down into turn 1. Not even any side-by-side action here, but Logistical Nightmare keeping Sketchable very honest. Let's go through the field here. Victor Chouse has already made up 2 positions. He's a son of a bitch. You know it. He's racing, and he's racing hard right now. He's racing the Wannabe, who had a sterling effort in qualifying. He's up. Stays in 3rd, I should say. Hasn't moved any position so far. Defy. I don't know. Oh, no, that sound. You know that sound, everybody. That means something terrible has happened. It has indeed. Senior Heat Gang is down, and it is bad. FG Pac-Man is also down. And the G-Spot, obviously, part of that as well. You can see his wing is gone. So that's a big problem. Now, Scarthers is also going slow, so obviously he had something to do with that. Manuel Correa has already lost 2 positions, and Chaos Corrupted and the Stephead have moved up too. Migos is where he was. NXR Gifted having a shocker right now. 4 spots down, and Koenig 5 spots down. Now, HE Pennypacker has deniffed. You know, Massive, it seems like that might be a purposeful deniff. We're lucky we did not get a safety car out of that. That could have been a big-time penalty there for for HE Pennypacker. What happened back there? Did you see it? It absolutely is, Massive. Your audio is included. I've checked the button. Yeah, no, it's all on. I mean, I don't have anything to check in the party. I just have to do it in the live stream options, and it is indeed checked. Party audio is checked. So I guess we'll have to leave Massive there for a little while in the the chat can let us know when Massive comes back. Thanks for letting us know, chat. And thanks to everybody out there for joining us tonight. You guys are some swell gals and fellas. Of course, shout out, as always, to Novocaine's girlfriend. It looks like Massive has dropped off the face of the earth. That's very unfortunate. We need to pay attention to this hot racing action. NXR Gifted is in the pits, last season's champion. Oh, it's going so badly right now. He's got a fresh wing and some fresh tires, but that is not what he's going to want right now. He wants to be up in the race with all his other homies up here. Homies like the Schmers and Switchy Fish and Defy. Oh, this guy is so fast. He's coming around the outside on Victor Chouse. Victor Chouse must be thinking, what on earth is happening here? In the rain, this guy is challenging me on the outside of a corner that is not a too-wide corner. Defy is defiant. He had some internet problems earlier and some PC problems, but he is racing, and he is racing hard right now. Victor Chouse, the aforementioned, in 4th place. Our top 3, as you were from the beginning. The Wannabe, the Logistical Nightmare, and Sketchable. Logistical Nightmare holding on right now to Sketchable, holding on to his ERS, dumps a little bit of it now. But not going to be looking to be making any moves right now. Defy's looking to make a move down here on the inside of Victor Chouse. And the Wannabe go sort of at the same time. The Wannabe goes wide. It looks like Defy has moved up 2 places in 1 corner. The Wannabe and Victor Chouse, victims of Defy, and now he can set about Logistical Nightmare. Sketchable. Alrighty, Massive. So we have major movement here. We've got Avazy Skyzy's down 7 places. Scarthers is up 2 places. That's good. Nice to see Scarthers having a good race, even though we know that he was involved in some shenanigans earlier. NXR Gifting having a shocker, as I said. Migo's not having a great race either. He's dropped off the pack here a little bit. But our front pack up here are very close. Victor Chouse, very close to the Wannabe. Wannabe very close to Defy. We'll have to take a short break here to, excuse me, re-invite Massive to the party. He's having technological problems. He's a son of a bitch. Invite has been sent. Let's get back to racing action here. So Defy is 2.6 seconds behind. He must have lost some time there because he was a little bit closer when he passed the Wannabe. So we have Massive joining us here. Massive, are you there? Massive, if you are there, I can't even hear you, let alone the good folks out there in Formula Worldwide Leagues land, as the Haas's are going wheel to wheel down the main straight here. And the Steppen and Koenig. Steppen takes it. He's moved up 6 positions. This has been a quality race so far for the Steppen. No doubt helped by all the shenanigans in front of him, including that of our former champion, NXR Gifted. Look at him back here. He is all alone, having a shitty time. I wonder what he's saying on his porty chat right now. Probably cursing someone for ruining his race. So we got Switchy Fish up here. He's keeping the Schmers honest. Victor Chouse is doing the same for the Wannabe. Defy not making quite the impact that I was hoping he would. Oh, Massive, I can hear you now. People out there in Formula Worldwide Leagues, can you hear Massive? You don't think so? I mean, I can take a picture with my phone, Massive, if you really want me to check for the 3rd time. Ay, caramba. Let's go check. Let's go check for Massive.
This is the same guy that's claiming not sending him any friend invites.
Well, I know that my audio is on the stream. So all I checked was my audio to be involved in your stream. But you can go ahead and anyone out there in Formula Worldwide Leagues, can you hear Massive right now? Massive, say something profound.
I'm talking.
Did anyone out there hear Massive say he's talking? Someone on the live chat. Dear God,
Okay.
please help.
I think it's working.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ, Massive is back.
All
No
right,
one
all right.
heard your hot race prediction.
I just want to give
You
an
predicted that
update.
Sketchable was going to run away with it, didn't you?
I did not. But I have
Okay.
I have an update. FG Pac-Man, who was involved in that opening lap skirmish, has retired from the league. He's out. He's gone. He ain't coming back.
He's retired from the league. Why is that? Did he give a reason? Did he provide a
Direct
statement?
quote. I can hand it out.
Okay.
It's a little lengthy. He says, "Sorry, boys, I'm done racing in this league, period. Nothing against the owner or any of the admins, but I'm giving up my seat, and I'm not racing in FNO anymore. My internet is too shirty." I assume he meant shitty, and messing others' races up, and I'm not dealing with that because I wouldn't. Wish you the best of the season. Thumbs up. Yeah. That's
Wow.
it. Nothing too dramatic.
I mean, sounds a little dramatic.
I always want to see a F this guy. I hate him. If he's here, I'm
Yeah.
not here. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Well, God, Massive, it's good to talk to you. I mean, we were talking earlier, but now we're actually talking and people can hear us. So, yeah, is there anything you want to say out there for the first 5 laps of this race? Any kind of short synopsis, again, if you will, of what you've seen and what you expect to happen for the rest of it?
Well, I guess to answer the question from earlier, you had wondered what had happened in the back. I did see, I believe it was Scar who hit a sideways car and then switched when she was left the session. So yeah, that's all I saw, and then I also saw Miggs get spun, or maybe he spun somebody earlier. That's what I've seen.
Okay, you know what's interesting, Massive, is we follow along here with Victor Chouse as he hunts down Wannabe. Wannabe not able to replicate his qualifying pace, and speaking of not replicating that pace, Defy is not doing what I'd hoped. The logistical nightmare is hanging with Sketchable, but what's interesting, Massive, is Sketchable says on the Twitch, he says saving fuel run. Now, isn't that interesting that he is driving and typing at the same time? What do you think that's all about?
I don't think it's him. I think it's a doppelganger. We're looking at
perhaps
Sketchable 5154 on our screen. This is Sketchable 9203. That's not him. That's definitely not him.
It's, dare I say, an imposter, huh?
Could be, but it ain't him.
Interesting. Well, we're going to have to get to the bottom of that mystery here at some point. You know, what's unfortunate about this rain here, Massive, is that we are not getting that sweet, sweet DRS, and it is going to make passing a little difficult. And if I heard the drivers correctly, they were all bitching about this rain being a full rain race. So, not great.
And everyone is on inters.
Yep.
Not a soul on the
No tire
wets.
difference. This is unfortunate. I wish we could get a live look-in with one of the drivers and see what their engineers are telling them, if what the rain situation is, if there's any chance of it drying out. Because, or we could get a safety car and bring everyone back together. Because, you know, there's a couple of good stories here in this race. The first one, to me, is the Step Hen, who's in 7th place. He's moved up 7 positions, Massive. So really great job from the Step Hen. But when I think of the Step Hen, of course, I immediately think of Evasy Skysies. And he's down here in 17th position, so that's unfortunate. He needs a safety car very badly. You know, I just realized that we gave a shout-out to Novocaine's girlfriend, but she's probably not even here because he's not here. I wonder if she's out there watching Massive, because she's such massive fans of us.
Well,
Novocaine's girlfriend, we hope you're out there.
Yes.
Enjoying some Oreos, perhaps, or some other sort of fine confection.
Look, while we're on the subject of food, and while everybody seems to be holding station here, I want to have some baked goods talk. And I've got a subject for you that I want to hear your input on. Are you ready?
Please, well, briefly, we have a battle here between Defy and Victor Chaus. Once this gets sorted here, Massive, I'm all ears on your food-related topic. It looks like we're going to be holding station here, so yes, please go ahead, Massive.
All right. Now, I know I've been nothing of a disappointment to you as far as what I like and what I would say are baked goods, but I got one for you. I think you're going to be in approval of. If you're not, then I give up. What are your thoughts? Danish Kringle.
A Danish what?
Danish Kringle.
A Danish Kringle? What is that exactly?
The Danish Kringle, man. You don't know it?
I mean, I know what a Danish is, but I don't know the Kringle part. Is that some sort of Santa Claus-related Kringle that I'm not aware of?
You might call it a Danish pastry. I've always called it a Danish Kringle.
Okay.
You know,
well, I don't know what that Kringle part is, but yeah. So describe it briefly. The flaky thing with the thing with the little sauce in the middle.
There's nothing in the middle.
Oh, okay, okay. So that doesn't have any sort of lubricant, if you will. It's just a flaky pastry.
That's it. It's just it's a big O. There's nothing in the middle.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have with a coffee. I mean, I would certainly prefer something a little bit more substantial in terms of icing or, as I said, a lubricant. But it's a totally fine food item. I approve of that. If that's something that you like, then I'm happy for you.
Well, when it comes to lubricants, what are your thoughts on eggnog? It's the season. Are you one of those guys that's staunchly against it? Do you add a little liquor to your eggnog? Do you drink it at all?
I don't typically drink it, but I have nothing against it. I actually do like it. I've never been in an eggnog family. You know, it's sort of these things are sort of indoctrinated into them, and my parents were not really eggnog drinkers. So, but whenever I had it, I do like it. But I generally have a rule not to mix dairy products with liquor, and I'm not sure that I'm the one who's in the wrong there. I like to keep those sort of things separated.
So do you have a holiday beverage?
Yes, I do, and it's an everyday beverage, Massive, and it's called a White Russian. It's perfect for the holidays, and it's perfect for every day. In fact, I had some the other night at the Pink Pony, one of Atlanta's finest establishments, and even though they did make me sick for about 2 days, it was fantastic.
All right.
Do you have a drink? Is there something you'd like to share with the class?
Oh man, I'd have to say probably an iced Dr. Pepper.
An iced Dr. Pepper? You mean like an icy, like the thing at the gas station?
No, just Dr. Pepper on ice. Dr. Pepper on the rocks.
That's your
fancy.
holiday drink is a Dr. Pepper on the rocks, huh?
That's it.
Wow. Am I talking to MassiveNoogies or Santa Claus here? I mean, my God, how festive can you get?
No, I would have to say, no, eggnog is. I haven't had eggnog in a while. I'll have to go back and revisit it and see if I like it or if it's just something I liked as a kid. I don't know. Might be one of those things.
I thought the only purpose of eggnog was to put liquor in it. Otherwise, why would you drink it? You're ruining perfectly fine milk that you could use for cookies or cakes or pies or, I mean, all sorts of other baked goods. I mean, cinnamon rolls. I mean, you know, like the Oreos I'm going to eat after this race.
Like Oreo, man.
It's for liquor. Oh, I love Oreos. I love Oreos.
Okay. While we're watching everybody just chill out, that's what's going on right now.
It is.
I have this belief. Oh, we got an accident on the track.
Oh, who's come a cropper here? What's happened? Is it Victor Chaus?
Been cleared
I saw
up.
he just lost a position to Wannabe.
Okay, I have this theory when the whatever the next level up is from double stuff, is it the mega stuff?
I mean, I have to tell you, I'm a traditionalist. I find there's just sometimes there's too much of a good thing, so I've never really paid attention to the double stuff, even though every once in a while it's nice. So I wouldn't even know if there was a maximum stuff or like an extra premium stuff.
Okay.
Is that what you're telling me?
There's a double stuff.
Is there really?
And then above that, I think it's the mega stuff, which I've had, and it's way too much stuff. And there's a level above that, which I won't even try. But I have this theory that when they came out with the mega stuff, I think it's called, I think they got rid of a little bit of stuff from the double stuff.
Oh, from the double stuff. I thought you were gonna say the regular stuff, because you could convince me it's slightly thinner than it was before, perhaps.
Oh yeah, yeah.
3 or 4%.
I believe that too. I believe that too.
Yeah. To the untrained eye, you wouldn't notice it, but to a cookie connoisseur such as myself, and apparently yourself, it is noticeable. That's typical of those bastards in Nabisco, isn't it?
Yeah, and I would go on record as saying, let's call an Oreo what it is, a sandwich. So, sandwich connoisseurs.
Well, I am absolutely a sandwich connoisseur. I think that's definitely my favorite food. If I were to rank my favorite foods, just genres, I would say baked goods, sandwiches, and cereal. Not in any particular order. But I could eat cereal all day long.
Well, speaking of sandwiches and cereal, Oreo O's.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a fine cereal. It takes a little while to get soggy. It's a real mouth shredder. But yeah, once it gets soggy, it's aight.
It'll tear
more
up
of a
the roof of your
honeycomb
mouth,
corn
that's
pop.
for sure.
It absolutely will, man. It absolutely will. It seems like the best idea ever. But if they made them like Oreos, they would just dissolve after about 2 minutes. So they had to make them a little bit crunchier. So I understand. They did the best they could. Sorry, go ahead, please, Massive. You sound like you have something to say.
I was
bereft of things to say.
We got Wannabe and Deffy going at it.
I have that. Wow. They're 7 seconds now behind Logistical Nightmare, who has fallen 2 seconds now behind Sketchable. Little disappointed from the chasing pack here. It is now clearly a battle for third, and I think what else we've learned here tonight, Massive, is that Michael Massey is not going to intervene. We had a driver self-immolate on track, and we didn't even get a virtual safety car. So this could be our lot for this evening.
I have to say, I'm kind of surprised that Logical not able to stay within a second. He's always had great race pace, but sketchy, man. He's sketchy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's just relentless, isn't he? Consistently relentless. In fact, while we're sitting here, as you've said numerous times, with everyone chilling, I'm going to go to Sketchable's lap times. Let's just look at how goddamn consistent Sketchable is. So, starting on lap 1, a 48.2, obviously that's a bit misleading, 44.9, 45.5, 45.7, 46.1, 47.0, 7.0, 6.9, 6.9, 7.1, 7.0. So his last 6 laps, all within a tenth of each other. But what's interesting here, Massive, is that he is getting progressively slower. So if anything, the rain is increasing. Perhaps,
well,
we will get a strategy decision at some point, and that could bring some jeopardy into this race.
Well, I wanted to point out, you did mention earlier that the sketchy clone mentioned saving fuel runs, so that could be part of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, it would be impressive if he was able to be pulling a gap like this while saving fuel, which essentially just means lift and coast. But we do have a battle here on track as Juan Manuel Correa looks down the inside of the step pen, but thinks better of it, doesn't want to break both of his legs and kill one of his fellow competitors, so he pulls out of that move. The step pen, again, earlier highlighted 7 spots up in this race. The Step Hen in 7th place right now, having an outstanding race. He's only 1.2 behind Defy, and
Wait a second.
subsequently only a little bit behind the Schmers. What's happening here? We have some people.
Defy's out.
Oh, that's right. I did see him disconnect, I think, earlier. I think you were talking about food and my eyes were glazed over. But I think he disconnected. Is he? Did he say that in the Discord machine?
He's naked. He said, "There is no way, not again, bro. This shut is so unlucky. Honestly, WTF." Oh, look, we got a
WTF.
pass.
Who passed who?
Heat Gang and Gifted have just overtaken Koenigsegg.
Well, that's cool. NXR Gifted. We talked about him earlier as well. He had that earlier pit stop for the new Wang. And he is driving around. Interestingly enough, I don't know if it's because... It must be because he passed the Senior Heat Gang. Uh-oh, you're making sounds. What are we looking at, Massive? What are we looking at? Oh,
you go
my
down
God.
to Chaos. Look at that.
Yeah.
They're all coming into that hairpin. Oh,
I think they're all following the AI of Defy, and without the DRS, they're unable to pass him. So he's probably a little bit slow right now, and it's holding this entire group up. But at the very least, it's provided an opportunity for the Step Hen, Juan Manuel Correa, and Chaos Corrupted to get together and perhaps provide us what we've been looking for. Look at the Step Hen. He is all over the butt of Defy, but he can't get past him as he looks around the outside here, perhaps with an opportunity to get past the ghost of Defy. Unable to do it. Is he going to send it? Send it! Yeah, send it! He does it. So the Step Hen is through.
oh look
And
at
now
this.
it's Juan Manuel Correa's turn, and he's through as well. Defy has lost 2 positions, or the ghost of Defy, should I say. Now Chaos Corrupted is trapped behind a
this.
dead Defy.
We got another pass. Oh, side
Oh,
by
wow.
Side.
Side by
Step
side. This is
by
the hot
step.
racing action we need. We have MassiveNoogies there singing the theme song to a very popular television show, as Juan Manuel Correa eventually does make the move on the Step Hen. He doesn't kill anybody, and he's up into 6th place. The Step Hen is back where he started in 7th place. Chaos has finally got through on Defy, who his rotting carcass is now in 9th place. Switchy Fish rounds out our top 10. I wouldn't say he's having a stinker, but he is 23 seconds behind. So, not having a good time. You know, I had the same thing happen to me last night, Massive. You just drive around all by your goddamn self. For lap after lap after lap.
We've all been there. It's when you
We
just
have.
need some tunes to get you through the race.
We have. Well, you know, I was looking at NXR Gifted. At least he now has Senior Heat Gang for company, so he's not all alone as he was before. And we have an excellent battle here between Chaos Corrupted and the Step Hen. The Step Hen has lost a 1.5 seconds on Juan Manuel Correa, so that's a battle that's gone now. But
Look
at least
at
we've got
DRS.
these two to...
Look at both of them.
What's that?
Juan Manuel and Step Hen not doing any ERS conservation.
No, they haven't, which is giving Chaos Corrupted here the opportunity to have a go at the Step Hen. It is one of the closer battles we have on track. We also have Victor Chaus, 6/10 behind the Wannabe, who is 18 years behind the Logistical Nightmare. Without a safety car, we have got only a battle for who is going to be on the final step of the podium. And that is unfortunate. You know, perhaps, Massive, it might be time to talk about either doing custom weather or just straight up getting rid of rain as an option in a race. It just doesn't provide for the hot racing action. And what are we doing here if we're not providing a quality television product? Do you know what I am saying?
Well, I mean, the list of baked goods is endless. So we can at least provide... oh, almost saw Heat Gang lose it there.
Yeah, but he's so close to NXR Gifted, which is kind of surprising. Oh, Chaos Corrupted. He's made the move on the Step Hen. So the Step Hen is now lost a position. He's down into 8th place. Nice little drive here from Chaos Corrupted. As Massive mentioned, he's got some of that ERS left, and he is using it to great effect. Victor Chouse still stalking the wannabe. Seems like he's content with his lot in life for the moment. No reason to make any risks. Take any risks. It's probably the better way to say that. Oh, blimey. There are only 16 laps into this race, so we have another 12 laps of waffling. If my math is correct. Yes, that is indeed correct. 12 laps. NXR gifted with a 3-second penalty. Our former champion's night goes from bad to worse.
As of right now, it only affects one position. It's only a top 10 payout, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it seems like we're in the premium brand of racing here. I would assume that's how the points go, but I don't know.
Well, when it comes to the championship,
oh yes, that's a great idea. Give us a good update here.
Sure. I mean, every little bit helps, and Gifted being our last season champion, he is currently sitting in 7th with 25 points versus the number 1, Victor Chouse, with 55 points. So this is a big hit for him, especially since Mr. Chouse is up there in P4.
Well, let's just assume for a second, Massive, that Victor Chouse is able to get the run on wannabe at some point here, and he finishes in a podium spot. In Sketchable is in first, and Logistical Nightmare in second. Can you do some quick maths and tell us what the outcome will be at the end of the race?
If Victor is to take P3?
Yes. Oh, Massive, can you invite Defy to the race? He's begging on the Twitch. You guys are PC guys. Can you invite him?
I'm not on my PC.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can't do it. Not gonna do it.
Defy, I don't know if I can do that, as HE Pennypacker has finally left the session. Let me go see if I can invite Defy. I can comes up on my recently played with. I didn't play with him in that sense, but no, because he's a. Oh no, Scarthers is retired. I saw it on my screen. Can we please get a safety car, Michael Massey? What happened?
What does that mean? He's in an AlphaTaur, and it does show his dot is in the pit, so probably doesn't mean anything.
Shite. Defy is just begging on the Twitch. All caps. Every message, all caps. Do you think he knows he has his caps lock on, or do you think he's holding down shift the entire time?
No, Defy strikes me as the kind of guy that never takes caps lock off.
Yeah. I would agree with that. He's a caps lock kind of guy. As Victor Chouse, I mean, if not now, when, Victor Chouse? We have a battle for the final podium position coming down into the hairpin, and you know what just happened there? Victor Chouse bitched out. He said, no, not today. I don't want to do that right now.
Not yet.
You know what's impressive here is Senior Heat Gang is actually legitimately hanging with NXR Gifted. That's a good turn of pace from Senior Heat Gang, or it means that our former champion, or our current champion, I should say, is, well, his standards must have dropped considerably. We may never know. We may never talk to him on the podium again. Will someone please invite Defy? Massive, are you seeing he is spamming the shit out of the Twitch chat, this kid? Someone help!
Okay, well, while we're waiting on that, I've got my maths ready. So.
Okay, great. Wow, nice.
Shit, look, hang on a second. We got a change in position for P1. Something happened.
Massive, people have put on medium tires. We have dry tires on.
All right, it's about to get hot.
I thought people were just going into the pits for some fresh intermediates. Well, here we go.
Look at this. Something's happened to Sketchy.
Here we go. We got ourselves a little bit of. It most certainly has. Perhaps his tires have overheated in these dry conditions. I didn't see the. Did you see DRS being activated?
I did not. I was over here trying to figure out the championship points.
Defy is in 5th place. Well, is no one out there able to invite Defy? If I knew how to do it, I would, but he doesn't come up on my Xbox.
What is going on with Sketchy?
Oh, Sketchable has a puncture. Puncture for Sketchable. That's what he says. Or that's what his imposter says. Oh, no, Sketchable. Oh, yep, he does have a puncture.
About to get past.
Oh, now he's being passed by Victor. Being
Oh.
passed now by Victor Chouse. Oh, sketchable.
I did all
That's
that math
terrible.
Did all that
He
math for
did
nothing.
do all that math for nothing. This is crazy. Things have happened. We had to wait 19 laps, but here we are as our leaders are now going into the pits. Will there be an undercut potential from the Schmers? Probably not. I can't do math that quick. Looks like he's about 27 seconds behind, but he is definitely going to be making up a little bit of time here, or hopefully is anyway.
Woo.
Let's see who comes out of the pits first. Is it going to be Victor Chouse?
Logical
Oh, the logistical nightmare stayed out. That is a very interesting decision from the logistical nightmare.
Oh,
Victor
shit.
Chouse now in second place. The Schmers is now up into the final podium position. Sketchable in fourth. He's got off that punctured tire. So the switchover came at a very good time for Sketchable. I think some time has been made up here by Juan Manuel Correa. The wannabe went on the softs. He's going aggressive. That might pay off. Let's see. The step pen. He went conservative. The switchy fish has not come into the pits yet. Defy is on the hard tires. Yeah, it looks like he's unable to get into the race still, Massive, and now he's blaming us.
Look, I'm gonna send this punk ass bitch Deffy a fucking invite. Damn, he's annoying as shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude.
Do you know how to invite him? I even looked through my recently played with and all that other stuff, and he doesn't come up.
Wait till his ass drops down to P16 before I send him one.
I wonder if I get, let's say, I can go to race director. Oh, shite. Block EA account, view lap times, and report. I'm tempted to hit report for his potty mouth language and, quite frankly, shocking attitude that he's displaying in the Twitch chat. Pal, I mean, if I could invite you, I would. I mean, if you want to give me step-by-step instruction, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm at invites and requests, and it says manage game invites and requests. 0 items.
Formula West Leagues, go to invites and requests. Where the fuck is Formula West Leagues invites and requests? I might have to like learn about new stuff on my sex box 10 years after owning it?
I don't know, blaming us for his shitty internet problems.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's my computer that crashed multiple times.
Anyway, I want to So, we were looking at a 34-second lead from Logical. Now it's been cut down to 8.5, which at this point, he's on softs. 8 laps to go. It's looking like a Logical win in the books.
Yeah, I would agree. It looks like, Massive, he did the right thing by staying out then. And so Victor Chouse is in second place. I don't know if he lost time or not. He was in third place almost the entire time, or fourth place, I really should say. So I'm not sure how far he was behind. Either way, he is in second place. Sketchable, he's going to be pissed. So he's going to be chasing him down. The track is still wet as hell, so it is very, very slippery out there. And again, I don't remember seeing that DRS has been activated.
Yes. Sorry. I'm going to keep a camera posted up at that right-hand turn before the long straight. Because some shit's going to go down right there.
That is Crash Town right there. So Senior Heat Gang he is within DRS range of NXR Gifted, so we're going to find out here real quick if it is activated. Again, I might have just missed it. Perhaps we were in the pause menu dicking around trying to get Defy back in this race. DRS is activated, in fact. NXR Gifted and Senior Heat Gang are now going to be battling it out. That's cool. Okay, Massive. That's not bad. So NXR Gifted is DRS range of Koenig.
Biggs lost it in that
Migos
turn.
is down and it's bad. You kept an eye on that turn for the right reason, Massive. So Migos is lost, but we've got hot racing action further up the field here. Chaos Corrupted in DRS range. What else we got here? Sketchable now has gotten into DRS range of Victor Chouse. That's what we want to see. So we're going to be following these two. The Logistical Nightmare, as mentioned just a second ago by Massive, looks like he has got this race sewn up. Pretty impressive, actually, Massive. I'm not sure why he did not get a puncture, but Sketchable did when Sketchable was supposedly doing fuel saving. So, if anything, Sketchable should have had better tire wear. Makes me think that Sketchable might have been telling Porky's, trying to come up with excuses for why he wasn't going so fast. Wow, and look at that, the Logistical Nightmare setting a fastest lap of the race.
Oh,
Wow, NXR Gifted makes the move in that right-hand corner. Very impressive by NXR Gifted.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes into 10th place. Senior Heat Gang goes through as well, so Koenig, having a bit of a bad couple of corners there, loses 2 positions. And I don't think either one of these two are going to be challenging NXR Gifted anytime soon. Perhaps. Oh, they tried to run into each other. They just missed it. Sketchable now properly in DRS range of Victor Chaus. So we've got 6 laps to go here.
Look at Defy.
With Victor
Dude,
Chaus.
Defy, we're on lap 22 of 28. I'm sorry, man.
Well, he is in 9th place, Massive. I mean, I
I know, but I'm not gonna.
why don't you go?
We're doing
You can
this.
invite him.
We're complicated.
You don't want to go invite him? I mean, I would, but I got to keep on the race. I'm the main stream of this race. This is a professional broadcast. I can't just be jumping off. We're about to have a battle here for 2nd place, and this is big in the championship between Sketchable and Victor Chaus.
And I'm especially not gonna invite him with him acting like a little bitch on this Twitch feed. That's for damn sure.
All right, Defy, hold on. Sketchable looks to make the move coming down into the hairpin around the outside. Is this going to be around the outside for Sketchable? I thought perhaps a little switchback was in order there, but they keep it clean side by side. Sketchable goes around on the outside of the hairpin. Really nice move there from Sketchable as he moves into 2nd place of this race. So Victor Chaus now has the DRS going down the pit straight. Not going to be enough to make the move, and perhaps Sketchable will have enough now to pull away and consolidate his 2nd position. That's pretty impressive there from Sketchable. We'll have to wait and see if Victor Chaus can get up to it a little bit closer. But we got a 3-car battle here, Massive. I don't know if you've caught this, but the Schmers and Juan Manuel Correa and the Wannabe all joined together. That's a nice little battle there. Perhaps one of these guys will take each other out and talk shit to each other. You know the Stephen wouldn't do that. We've had him on the stream before. We tried to get him to talk shit and he wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't do it. He's a good Christian.
He is. He is. So NXR Gifted now about to pass Defy. Defy, you know, he is having a really terrible race here, Massive. He started way higher up in the race. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's just not had the pace tonight, and now he is about to be in 10th place, and indeed he is.
Migos out.
So, Amigos is out. So he has decided to self-immolate into the pits. He was having enough. He said that he had a moment, and he obviously had enough of a moment that he had decided enough was enough. The Wannabe now looking to make a move. Chaos Corrupted looking to make a move, I think. Or no, sorry, excuse me. We got Wannabe, Correa, and the Schmers are all joined together. I'm sorry. Chaos Corrupted here. He's fighting off the sexual advances of the Stephen. The Stephen doesn't have his normal buddy of AZ Skysies with him. So he's been looking for other dance partners, and he's found one here in Chaos Corrupted as the Wannabe.
Oh, look at this. Chaos.
This is side by side with Correa, the Wannabe. They're going through turn 1 and turn 2, turn 3. Side by side. That's the hot racing action we deserve after 16 laps of dross. Oh, no. The Wannabe loses it coming out of that corner. Allows Correa to get a little bit further ahead side by side. They're going to go side by side again. We have a terrible camera angle, so we can't see any of it as Correa gets the drive coming out of the corner, and he keeps or makes the move. I'm not sure. Whatever. He's in 5th place. All right. God damn it. I mean, you know, Massive, what do you think? Should we invite Defy? Or
Nope.
should we pay attention to this hot racing action? God, you are a
Nope.
stingy mofo.
Nope. Hey, man, had he been nice, yeah, cool, man. I'll do the work
I mean,
for
he's
you.
just over there freaking out. You know, he's just a little hot right now because he wants to get back into this race. I'm trying to see his side here.
Yeah, man, you're not gonna
But
sit
what
here
I don't
and-
understand is why can't anyone else invite him?
Yeah,
Aren't there other
right?
people watching this that are able to do that?
I'm not gonna
People
sit
who
here
aren't
and deride
broadcasting?
us. No, man. Yeah, nice. We'll do it.
In fact, actually, Defy could. I don't know why he can't join off of anybody. We'll never know. Victor Chouse holding strong here with Sketchable. So he is still within touching distance. He would love to get that second place. Interesting how this race went from a wet race where really nothing happened to a dry race where quite a few things are happening. We've got people all over the field that are connected to each other ass to mouth. Every car I see is blinking like
ATM.
it still is raining. Indeed. Everyone has used all their ERS in the rain, Massive, because we didn't have DRS.
Man, I don't even know what battle to look at right now. We've got like 3 close battles, 4 close battles.
We do. I know that fourth close battle you were talking about is Senior Heat Gang and NXR Gifted, and I have to say, NXR Gifted not having a great race, but Senior Heat Gang having a really good race. Obviously, something happened to him early on in the race, and I think he had to pit. That's how he ended up being around NXR Gifted, who we know pitted. But he has held with him the entire time. Really impressive from Senior Heat Gang. So we got the Step Pen now stalking Chaos Corrupted. He's going to be very close going down the DRS straight. Let's follow along. So we got Victor Chouse going down the DRS straight. Is he going to make the move on Sketchable? We don't know because we're just looking at his rear wing. He is going to make the move. We're side by side in the hairpin. Victor Chouse makes the move. Sketchable looking for the switchback, not going to get it. Are they going to go side by side through the final corner? Sketchable knows that is not a reasonable thing to do right now, so there's some big brain thinking there from Sketchable. He'll fight later.
Look at the ERS difference.
Oh my God! Sketchable just made the move down the main straight. I'd gone further down the grid looking for hot racing action. I should have stayed where I was. It was right in front of my face the whole time. But Correa here and Wannabe having a battle. Step Pen and Chaos Corrupted having a battle. The Step Pen, again, in 7th place. He's been there or thereabouts all night long. And he's done a tremendous job tonight. Speaking of tremendous jobs, he's been getting the Max Verstappen treatment here for the last 10 laps or so, but logistical nightmare, sterling effort from him tonight. He's going to win this race barring any fuck-ups. And he's going to take it away from Sketchable, who I guess did fuck up. Somehow, while saving fuel, also destroyed his tires. Interesting. And then, of course, Victor Chouse here in 3rd place. He's so consistent, Massive, is this Victor Chouse. He could win the championship. It'd be like an Alan Kowicki-style championship, if you know what I am saying.
I don't know how many of our viewers are. Scarters is out. I don't know how many of our
No, he's left the
viewers are gonna
session.
know who that is.
Alan Kowicki, I beg to differ because he is a goddamn legend, because he died. And as you know, if you died, you become a legend.
Yeah, but
And he won a title, of course.
I don't even know where to look, man. We've got Curtis, a.k.a. Victor. We've got Junior, a.k.a. Juan Manuel. We've got Chaos. We've got Heat Gang. We got 4 battles going on.
Speaking of Heat Gang, he is looking to go around the outside of the hairpin, but NXR Gifted defends it very nicely. But now Heat Gang tries a little bit of the switchback. It's not going to be enough to get the move made here, but he's going to have DRS down the pit straight. Well, this is interesting from Senior Heat Gang. And, you know, he's going to get this position in the end because NXR Gifted, very unbefitting of a champion, has a 3-second time penalty for track limits violations. Wait, Mr. Heat Gang is all over the ass of NXR Gifted. I'm impressed. Massive, a word from you on Scarthers. What did you see
Nope.
tonight? What did you? I'm sure you were not thrilled with his performance.
No. He had that early incident. That was the end of his race because obviously we had the rain and everybody just kind of chilled out. So pushing for a top 7 for him, but tonight wasn't the night.
Indeed, it was not the night. You know what's this Correa battle
Curtis.
here with the wannabe? Uh-oh. What about Curtis?
He just got the fastest lap, and he's
Oh.
still right behind schedule.
Your mildly sexual noises made me go to the wrong battle, Massive, because the step pen and
Sorry.
Chaos Corrupted were battling out down the back straight. Now they're about to battle it out down the pit straight. Going into turn 1 as you were. We're on the final lap here, Massive. That came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, we're on the final lap. So let's stay on our second and third place drivers, Sketchable and Victor Chaus. Because we know that Logistical Nightmare is going to be winning this race, and we can talk to him on the podium tonight. We'll be talking to Sketchable, and we'll be talking to Victor Chaus as well. It looks like, I hope Victor Chaus, Sketchable, and the Logistical Nightmare.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Wow.
Look at this.
We got a little bit of
some cat and
DRS
mouse.
chicken, do we? We do. Oh, they're stopped. They're almost stopped, Massive. They've almost stopped. Oh my God. And so Victor Chaus finally says, I can't do this anymore. I have
Who's
to drive.
gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? I don't know where the. I think you.
So Victor Chaus has a little bit more DRS, or ERS. He's got enough ERS, I think, to fight this off. Let's see. He's a half second behind us, Sketchable. They are going down the back straight. I think Victor Chaus has got it here. Oh,
He's going
Sketchable
for it.
sends it down the inside. He locks up. Victor Chaus holds off. I think he's going to have enough here to hold Sketchable off. The Logistical Nightmare is your winner of the Chinese Grand Prix, but it's to the line here between Victor Chaus and Sketchable. Sketchable had the position, and he gave it away at the line, or excuse me, before the line, so he could get that DRS. It did not work out. I can't wait to talk to him about that. That's hilarious. The Wannabe moves up into 4th place after penalties. Juan Manuel Correa doesn't kill anybody. He's in 5th place. The Schmers, he's in 6th. The Stepen in 7th. Chaos Corrupted in 8th. And our Gifted is coming to the line, followed by Senor Higang. He's going to be finishing in 10th with the penalty. So let's get this over with. That has indeed happened. We got Defy here, coming home in 11th. A disappointing race for Defy. Very, very disappointing. And we'll have the Switchy Fish. We'll give him a little bit of airtime. We haven't seen a lot from the Switchy Fish tonight. He's going to be coming home in 12th position. Not great. We got a battle at the end of the race here between Koenig and the G-Spot. Also not seen a lot of these two fellers tonight. It's because they've been, and I'm sure they would be the first to tell you, they've been a bit crap. And that is the end, mercifully, of the Chinese Grand Prix. This is a shit racetrack that I thought had been resigned to the dustbin of history. But it is not. It has come back to haunt us one more time. But you know what, Massive? I still had a good time talking with you and everybody out there in Formula Worldwide Leagues land. I had a good time watching those final 12 laps. I had a good time watching Defy Meltdown on Twitch. And we're going to talk to podium drivers here, all from America.
He said, I practiced for 2 hours for it, and I had like 3 friends watching. We know that's a lie. That dude has no friends.
That's massive. You need to calm down, Massive.
Oh, I'm totally good. Let's get these podium guys in here and hear their thoughts.
So we've invited the Logistical Nightmare. Victor Chaus has to join us because he's on PC, and I can't just invite him like I normally could. He's up there in his ivory tower playing his PC. So I'm sure he'll be joining us here in a second. So we have our podium drivers joining us. We have both Logistical Nightmare and Sketchable joining us I'm sure we'll have Victor Chouse here joining in a second. Both of you who have already joined, of course, as always, make sure your boxes are checked, your T's are crossed, and your lowercase j's are dotted. We will not wait for Victor Chouse because I have faith that he will join us. So we will go ahead and start our podium interview with the winner of the Chinese Grand Prix, none other than the logistical nightmare. Congratulations, friend. Tell us about your race. It seemed, for the most part, hella boring.
Yeah, it really was, honestly. I don't think I had a single overtake other than when Sketchy got what I would believe was a puncture.
Yes.
So other than
Correct.
that, it was basically just doing just boring laps back to back to back to back to back, just kind of maintaining a gap to Sketchy and Chaos when it got to dry, and just managing. It got a little fun there at the end, trading back and forth fastest laps, but that was probably the most entertaining part of the race for me.
Indeed. Well, you deserve that race win, based on really on your qualifying, if nothing else, and of course consistency throughout the race. I don't even know what else to ask you because fuck all happened in your race. Typically, the winner of the race gets multiple questions, but I don't even know what to say. So I'll give you the floor, and if you want to talk shit about someone or compliment someone or anything, please go ahead and do so.
I mean, it was pretty hilarious when Sketchy did get that puncture. Not gonna lie.
I
Got a
couldn't
little chuckle
agree
out of
more.
that.
I couldn't agree more. We'll talk to Sketchable here in a second. But again, Logistical Nightmare, congratulations on your victory. You are fulfilling the prophecy of Massive. You were his pick to win the race at the beginning, so well done.
Woo!
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man.
All right, so now we're going to go to our second place driver, none other than Victor Chouse, and nowhere else to start, Victor Chouse, than that last lap battle you had with Sketchable. What Massive and I saw was a little bit of DRS chicken there leading into the final DRS straight. It looked like you were almost stopped, and then you said, "Fuck it, I'll be the one to go." Talk us through that. Well, you had a great race. You had a great finish to the race, and more importantly, I think that's the first time I've heard you curse in any of these podium interviews. If this is the new Victor Chouse, I think I like it. Congratulations on your second place in tonight's race, and thank you for joining us. And that brings us to Sketchable. Now, Sketchable, I know that you want to respond to the terse words from your competitors there, but before you do that, can you please take us through that final lap and what you were thinking when you gave up second place in that game of DRS chicken?
Battery. All I can really say is battery.
Well, that is definitely less winded than you typically are. So go ahead and tell us about the rest of your race because you really provided the only bit of intrigue for those first 16 laps. You got a puncture. What in the hell?
It's the difference between a controller and a wheel. A
Mm.
wheel, you're able to take care of your tires a lot easier. On a pad, you can't really do that.
Well, I didn't know you were on a pad, Sketchable. That sort of makes your pace even more impressive. You son of a bitch. Always impressing. Always impressing. But tonight, unfortunately, not your night. You finished in third place. So either way, congratulations and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Massive, before I take us out of here, is there anything you'd like to say? Any final thoughts from you?
Oh no, I think we've got a scheduled interview with Deffy, and then we'll go from there.
That'll be interesting.
All right. Well, before this devolves into more making fun of Defy, because Massive's been doing it for the last half hour, I am going to take us out of here. So that is it for us this evening. Thank you so much to all of our drivers. Thank you so much to Massive, and thank you the most to all of you out there who joined us live on the stream tonight, and for those of you who come back to watch later on. It was a so-so race, but we got through it together, and at the end, we're still friends, and that's what's important. Especially me and Massive. I think our bond was strengthened tonight by finally agreeing on some baked goods, and hopefully we can do more of that in the future. But tonight, that's going to be it. So for me, DonutPuncher, it is time to say goodbye, and that's what we're doing right now. So, goodbye.